welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election. In this video, I want to show you how Peter Obi will win 2023 presidential election, even without the Labour Party fielding candidates for all the 109 senatorial seats and all the 360 House of Representatives seats in Nigeria. And before I go further into that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, this issue came to the front burner recently because there have been this issue that because Obi's Labour Party could not fill all the 109 senatorial seats and all the 360 House of Representatives seats, that Obi will have a problem in winning the presidential election. And this video I'm editing to show that it is not true. I want to show that Peter Obi will win the election even without the party having candidates in all the legislative seats in the National Assembly. Now, this thing started when the spokesman of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council, Senator Dino Melaye, accused Peter Obi of dividing the vote of the opposition in a statement he issued recently. He said that Peter Obi is dividing the votes of the opposition, and that Peter Obi and his obedient supporters are dividing the votes of the opposition, and that Peter Obi cannot win. And he gave reasons why he thinks that Peter Obi cannot win. And these are the reasons he gave. These are the reasons he gave, which I will address in this video. Dino Melaye said, he said the truth of the matter is that the Labour Party only fielded 30 out of the 109 candidates for the Senate. So who is going to protect the votes of Labour Party when even fielding candidates for 109 senatorial seats, they could not? They only filled out in 30 constituencies. Even the House of Representatives, they couldn't fill in every constituency. For the House of Assembly, they couldn't fill up to 50% across the country. That is what Dino Melaye said, and some people are already singing hallelujah over it, believing it hook, line, and sinker. But I want to address this issue based on what Dino Melaye said, without considering that the figures he gave was true. So let us assume that the figures he gave of what Labour Party fielded, let us assume that it is true, without considering that it is true. Okay? Now, I want you to follow me as I dissect this matter. But before I go further, I want you to look at the political trajectory of the man, Peter Obi. Perhaps you may not know In 2003, when Peter Obi contested for the governor of Anambra State, just like what is playing out now, he was rejected by the godfathers in PDP, and he moved to the newly formed All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA. ABGA at that time was a new party that was just formed. It has never contested election before, so it has nobody in the House of Assembly in Anambra State in 2003. PDP was the party in power. It was the all and all in that state, in fact, across the whole of Southeast. Now, nobody gave Peter Obi a chance, despite the fact that going to that election in 2003, PDP was dominating the whole of the Anambra State House of Assembly. So it means that the PDP has the so-called structures all over the constituencies and local governments in Anambra State. But Peter Obi presented a new hope for the people of Anambra State. Despite the structures that PDP had and the number of House of Assembly members they have, number of local government chairmen they have, and all whatnots, when they did the election, PDP, based on that structure, and you know these structures are used for rigging, they rigged the election, and PDP cleared all the House of Assembly seats. And the governorship seat, Dr. Chris Ndige, was announced the governor of Anambra State that he won. But Peter Obi knew what he found on ground when he was moving from hamlet to hamlet in Anambra State. And from the field report he got, he knew that he won the election, that it was rigged. For 3 years, Peter Obi was in court. And eventually the Supreme Court declared him the rightful winner of that election. And he was sworn in as the governor of Anambra State. Now, at that time, the ABGA people that contested in the State House of Assembly, they have accepted their fate, that they were rigged out, so they didn't go to court. So when Peter Obi was announced as the governor, duly elected governor of Anambra State, he had no choice but to work with an assembly that was dominated by the PDP. And that was why it was easy for them to impeach him when they did. And one of the reasons they impeached him was that he was saving money without authorization. Now, the import of this is to show you that when the people are determined, you don't need to have candidates running under your party in all the House of Assembly seats for you to win. When people see a new hope for a state or for a nation, they vote for you regardless of what the other candidates in other seats may be, whether they are not adequate or not. So I've used this Anambra State to give you an example that Peter Obi has been in this situation before and he won. He has been in a situation where his party was new, where he doesn't have anybody in the State House of Assembly, where he doesn't have a local government chairman, where he belonged to a newly formed political party that many have never heard of. And he won. And he did not only win, he became the first governor in the history of Anambra State to be re-elected. Because before him, no governor had ever been re-elected twice. That served 8 years as governor. in the old Anambra, Jim Wobro couldn't do second term. CCO no couldn't do second term. Mbadinuju couldn't do second term. Chris Ngige couldn't do second term. Peter Obi, by good governance, broke the jinx. Today, he has enjoyed 8 years. Willie Obi are not enjoyed 8 years. But I doubt if Soludo will enjoy 8 years, going by the direction he is following right now. And that his own is a story for another day. So that is to show you that if you're a politician and you have the love of the people and the people love you, it doesn't matter whether you have candidates in everywhere to police your votes for you to win. You will win. The people will become your police. The people will become your agents to make sure that you come up or you come out victorious. Now, let me also move forward with what Dino Melaye wrote in that his statement, because I want to deal with that and then I will hit the real gist. Okay? Because I'm just giving you the preamble to show you that Peter Obi is on the right trajectory to the presidency, despite the fact that, according to Dino Melaye, Labour Party did not fill all the seats, all the senatorial seats and House of Representatives seats across the country. Now, this is what Dino Melaye asks in that his statement. Dino asks, who is going to protect the vote of Labour Party? So in the mind of Dino Melaye, if you don't have House of Reps seats candidates everywhere, your vote cannot be protected. But if you have them, it's a guarantee that your vote will be protected. But that also begs the question. In 2019, Senator Dino Melaye contested for the senatorial seats of Kogi West. He was on ground. He was his own structure. But he couldn't stop APC from rigging that election. So how did his presence on that election day not stop APC from rigging it? At the end of the day, Dino went to court. I'm just giving him, asking him a rhetorical question. Why didn't he the structure? Since if you have a candidate, if any party had a candidate in the senatorial zone or senatorial district or House of Reps constituency, it's automatic that the vote will be protected. It is not true. What protects your vote is the people's love for you. When the people love you, even if there are no candidates for that position in that place, when they are doing your governorship election or your presidential election, people will rise up in your support and they will ensure that INEC was not compromised within their polling unit. Okay? So they have shown this is to destroy that assertion that because a party has a candidate, it means that election cannot be rigged because a party has a candidate in that particular senatorial district or House of Representative constituency. It is not true. The only people that can protect your vote are the people of Nigeria. When they stand by you, they will be at that polling unit and they will wait until the votes are cast and the votes are transmitted before they will leave there, because they want to make sure that your vote, which is their vote, is protected. Okay? Now, that is it on that particular score. But there is even much more, which I'm heading into now. The Nigerian Labour Congress are the owners. They are the major stakeholders of the Labour Party of Nigeria. Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress, they have vowed earlier this year, they have vowed that they will mobilize their members across all the 774 local government areas in Nigeria to achieve victory for Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, in next year's election. Now, this avowal was made by none other than the national president of Nigeria Labour Congress, Ayuba Waba. He stated it at that national retreat of the Labour Party that was held in Abuja at that time. And you and I know that the opponents of Labour Party and the Peter Obi's presidential ambition, they used to dismiss Peter Obi that he doesn't have a chance of winning because he has no structures. But Ayuba Waba at that retreat made it clear that Peter Obi and Labour has perhaps the biggest structures anyone can think of in Nigeria. And this is what Ayuba Waba said at that retreat. He said, let us organize at all levels. Let us send a message at all levels. I assure you that as Britain did it in 1945, when all the structures were actually won by the Labour Party, and recently Australia also did the same. So he said that they are going to do what Labour had done in Britain for Labour Party, and what Labour Union had also done recently in Australia. Now, speaking further, this is what he said. He said, it is not that we don't have structures. Human beings are the structures. It is just to activate the structures and put them to use. It is just like a weapon in military circle. You service them when the need arises. So the need has arisen for all the structures of the political commission of both TUC and NLC to be activated in all the 774 local governments. Importantly, also the structures of all our affiliates, both TUC and NLC membership together is 12 million. So this is Ayuba Waba trying to explain that they have structure which Labour Party will use for this coming election. And he said that this structure will leverage on the 12 million members of TUC, Trade Union Congress, and Nigerian Labour Congress. And they will leverage on it in this election to make sure that Peter Obi won. Okay? Now, he was now, after doing that, Peter Obi movement is also supported by the youths. Listen to what Ayuba Waba said about the youths, so that you also know that there's a direction they are going. And that direction is a direction that will ensure that Peter Obi has people in all the polling units across Nigeria. Listen very well. He said, I am so happy that the youths have aligned themselves with the structures and the struggles of the working class. We, their parents, because we are actually parents to the students and the youths, because they are actually realizing that organizing alone without organizing cannot take us anywhere, he said. Now, what is the summary of this? The summary of this is to prove that even where Labour Party does not have a candidate, where Labour Party does not have a candidate, whether in the senatorial seat, House of Representatives seat, or governorship seat, or whatever seat, okay, that you have Nigerian Labour Congress structure, which will be used for Labour Party across the 774 local government areas in Nigeria. So those Labour Party structures, those Labour Union structures, that Nigerian Labour Congress structures, will be activated for Peter Obi and Labour Party on election day. Now, what it means is this. You must realize that Nigeria Labour Congress has structures in all the local government areas in Nigeria. That is why if the Nigerian Labour Congress want to call for a strike now in Nigeria, it will be total, because they have men on the ground in all the political wards across Nigeria to activate it. Now, this structure is without debate the largest structure you can think of in Nigeria. This structure has been used effectively by Labour in the past to cripple governments, including the military. Now they are going to activate it for Peter Obi and Labour Party. So that takes care of the fact that the fears or the insinuations that if Peter Obi doesn't have somebody who is contesting for State House of Assembly in a particular constituency, or somebody contesting for House of Reps in a particular constituency, that the Labour Party votes will not be protected. In any case, 2023 is not 2007 election. It is not even 2015 election or 2019 election. In this election, it is going to be electronically based. Accreditation of voters will be done electronically, and you cannot vote unless you are accredited electronically. So this is not the time when you snatch ballot box. This is not the time when you have incident papers that somebody, if you cannot be accredited, they give you incident paper to go and fill and vote. No. You either be identified by your fingerprints or be identified by your face. If these two fail you, you cannot vote. So the era of overvoting, the era of ballot snatching, when you use structure of criminality to win election, is over. And I think that is what Dino Melaye is thinking about, for him to talk about. Unless you have a candidate in a particular place, your vote cannot be protected. The vote of the presidential candidate of Labour Party will not be protected. No, it's not possible. In fact, there are areas that will be dominated by PDP and APC on that presidential election day. Those areas will be overwhelmingly Peter Obi. Because this election, it is all about capacity, integrity, character, and the ability to deliver. And already, former President Olusegun Obasanjo have said it. It is said the power is in your hands. The other two candidates there, Obasanjo rightly pointed out, are 6.5 dozen. Tinubu of APC and Atiku of PDP. They are birds of the same feathers. Like Obasanjo rightly noted them, they are 6.5 dozen. Which one do you choose among them? You know that these two are not a choice at all. Peter Obi is the only choice. So people are going to see a dramatic change in election in Nigeria. Because, good enough, the presidential election is going to be the first election. People will be shocked by the outcome. How Peter Obi will win in traditional PDP and APC strongholds. Because these two parties, PDP and APC, They have run the country for the past 24 years or thereabout. And look at how Nigerians are suffering. So it is not about having candidates in all the positions available. It is who Nigerians believe will stop the suffering they are in right now. Who do they trust that can stop the suffering? So it is not about filling in all the constituency seats or all the senatorial seats. Okay? Now, this also takes me further. You know, according to the Independent National Electoral Commission, Nigeria now has a total of 176,846 polling units. So these are the polling units that elections will take place across the country. Now, all these units, they fall into 774 local governments across Nigeria. And in all these units, there are labor officials, TUC officials, who will ensure that justice is done on the election day. They will ensure that the votes are protected. Whether in that unit there is any candidate contesting for election within the constituency or not, on that presidential election day and subsequent elections, the votes will be protected. People will be in their polling units. They will not leave until the votes are counted, tallied, and electronically transmitted to the website of INEC, which the whole world will see in real time. So Dino Melaye got it wrong. This election is not about filling the whole place with your candidates. It is about who the people support and the people themselves taking their destiny in their own hands. And in this particular case in point, Nigeria Labour Congress and Labour Party, they are in sync to make sure that the votes are protected. And if this election is done free and fair, using beavers, I can bet you that Peter Obi will win. And he will win even in the first ballot. And if for any reason there will be a second ballot, you can be sure that Peter Obi will be in the second ballot because he is going to win more states and more total votes than any other presidential candidate. I want you to write it down because when it happened, you remember you had it here first. I was the first person to broke it that Tinubu is going to run Muslim tickets. I was the first person in 2018 that said that 2019 is not the year of Peter Obi, that 2023 is his year. So keep it on record so that you come here and come and testify that you had it here first. And before I sign off, I will put for you the video, the link to the video by the Nigeria Labour Congress president in that retreat where he made it clear that Nigeria Labour Congress is going to work for Peter Obi, that they are the structure that Peter Obi will use and Labour Party will use to win the 2023 election. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. I will make sure I put that video link under this video so that you can be rest assured that Labour Party is working with the structures of Nigerian Labour Congress. And Nigerian Labour Congress is the biggest political structure anywhere in Nigeria. Not even PDP or APC can match them in terms of numbers of genuine registered members. Thank you once again for watching this, and God bless you.